really excited for the Megan Rage dip. And
if she doesn't regram us.
Do you expect her to?
Yeah, these assholes all regram each other and then they regram the regram.
Oh, that's so annoying.
It's like when you put a camera into the mirror and you look at yourself times
Regrams are so annoying.
800. Like, we get it. You're on the internet.
And oop.
So stupid. It's just a... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
It's just a wank fest. A circle jerk.
It is.
If you will.
It totally is. My friend mentioned me. Did you guys hear that?
Right.
My friend said my name.
And then... my friend mentioned that I mentioned them.
And then the picture gets smaller and smaller.
Oh, right.
In the story as it gets reposted
Right.
over and over.
Right. Well, much like when you put a camera into a mirror, one friend tells their friend, and they tell their friends, and they tell their friends, and on, and so on.
Like the two mirrors facing each other, and you can look both ways into eternity, and it gets like smaller and smaller as the reflection goes out.
Yeah. It's very, meta? No.
Annoying.
Stupid.
Unnecessary. Redundant. Especially if you follow both people.
Right.
It's like, I just saw this in the other person's post.
Right. And sometimes you'll see someone with 8,000 followers versus someone with 300, and they go back and forth. It's like, well, you have 8,000 and you're or the 300 is redoing the 8,000. Like, no one cares either way. We got it. In case you missed it, we got it. We didn't miss it. Or we did miss it. And life moves the fuck on.
Wow. F word so early in the show, my love.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Whenever I say a bad word, I just imagine Alan Fisher going...
Yeah.
Wincing in pain. Mic check, darling.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi, honey. How are you? Good.
Is it good?
Yes.
How am I 3 times closer and we have the same volume?
Because I'm a man. And I have a very deep voice. What did you say over there on the couch? You said you should
What did I say?
In a falsetto group.
Oh, I said...
Yeah.
Because when we listen to songs, you sing along. And it's like...
Yeah.
Yakety yak, don't go back. Whatever.
Don't talk back.
Yeah, so I said you should be in an a cappella group. And you could be the bass part.
Yeah.
Because you like singing. You got that deep bass.
I do.
I'd come to your shows and be a fangirl.
I'm going to talk like this all the time.
Yeah, baby. You just don't understand how much you mean to me.
Girl. All those nights at times of night when you just heard me and just ran out with the other fella.
Is that Boys to Men?
Yes.
What's the 98-degree version?
Baby. I'm here for you. It's all the same. It's so stupid.
And oop. Can you let me know from time to time where our son is?
Oh, I got him on the real time.
We belong together.
Girl, I'm here for you.
You so could have been in a group as the bass part, love. And oop.
I see you all the time, baby. The way you look at him. I wish it was me, sweetheart. And then Boys to Men is, baby, I'm sorry. All those times at night when you just hurt me and just ran out with that other fella. See, he was more like slow.
And he's telling more of a story, I feel like.
Oh, he's painting a picture. And
right.
Then the guy from 98 Degrees is just rambling. He's just purely anger and frustration, and he got left.
And oop.
Should we talk about my hair or Lennox?
Do you need to pee right now?
Yeah, but I'm fine.
What were we going to say about your hair?
So, I dyed my hair a week ago, honey. And this is week 1. My first week as a blonde bombshell. And I was really curious as to my coworkers / friends' reactions. Because I dyed my hair for 3 reasons. 1, for me. 2, for a picture on Instagram. And then 3, for confirmation bias. Like, I wanted people I know, people I interact with, I wanted them to tell me that your hair is beautiful.
You want attention.
I wanted to be Olivia Wilde, and I wanted Powley to be
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. That's what I wanted. And who can blame me? We're just all out here looking for validation. But after my first week as a blonde, I must say, blondes do have more fun.
Have you experienced like so much attention and sexual harassment you just don't know what to do with yourself?
Yes. And it's flattering, and at the same time, I'm horrified.
Have you filed any grievances with HR?
Yes. It's like I work with 13 different Harvey Weinsteins. Okay. But new man, new me. So if you don't know what I look like, go to my Instagram and go to my Instagram and see the picture that we've been talking about for 45 minutes. No. I look like early era Eminem, Billy Idol, or Kiefer Sutherland in Lost Boys. But seriously, go to my Instagram and you'll see a picture if you care. But this is radio. So we're painting the picture with our verbal.
Use your imagination.
Yes.
Vince looks like whatever you imagine him to look like.
Yes. Early era Eminem, I think, is most relatable. But I did get a few whys. Like, why'd you do that? Why you dye your hair? Why did you? How could
Is everything okay in your life?
How dare you?
Are you having a mental breakdown?
First of all, no. First of all, yes. But I would say, one, it's a desperate attempt to hang on to my ever slipping away youth. But on the other hand, to quote Lennox Albert Garcia, why not? Because I freaking wanted to.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see everyone's reaction. So first one was the old ladies who work at Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Who know you well because you go there every morning.
I go there 3 to 4 mornings a week because they open at 7. My job starts at 8. And I go there and I do deep dives and I walk around.
And you send me a million pictures.
Send you a million pictures.
Should we get this? Should we get that?
Yeah. And some of it is very, like...
And oop!
Staples. Like, if we need meat for a weeknight dinner, I will grab it. But then a lot of it, my browsing is, I'm going to eat these crackers or chips this weekend. But none of the ladies at the Grocery Outlet Bargain Market said anything.
Aw.
Yeah. Hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I matter. Don't I?
Am I not pretty?
Crazy old lady at the Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. So I thought, you bitches. But what it really matters is my my friends / coworkers. Their reaction. First one, Richard Beeson. I walked in. He loved it. He went, it was crazy. It was like Harry Styles coming on stage at a concert. He went wild. He was just laughing. He was laughing. He sent a picture to Mrs. Richard Beeson. Okay.
He snapped a picture of you and sent it to his wife?
Yeah. And he loved it. And that was the first reaction. I was like, okay.
We're off to a good start.
Those sluts at the Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
They don't matter.
They might not appreciate what I'm out here doing, but Richard Beeson and Senorita Beeson did. They loved it. And then I saw Matt Setchell, and he just started applauding.
Oh, wow.
And he just said, I love it. I
Yay!
love it. Smiles. And I was like, Matt.
This is what you did it for.
Yes. Exactly. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Let's hug. Let's not hug. Let's not. I don't need to me too you. And then Pao Li walks in and he said, "You're way more sexier." And I was like, wow.
Wow. Yay.
Yeah. Well, so my first instance was, well, you think I'm sexy?
Now I'm sexier?
Yeah. You thought I was sexy as a brunette, but now that I'm a blonde, I'm fulfilling all your fantasies. And then part of me wanted to call HR and get him canceled. #MeToo. But yeah, he thought it was sexy, which can you blame him, honey? And now he thinks I'm sexier as a blonde bombshell. Lennox, he was undecided. He was like, I don't know if I like your hair or not.
That's what Luna Marie said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar reaction. But just like Luna, they've both come around.
Yes.
In the 5 days. Yeah. Like Luna said, I'm liking it. I like it. I'm digging it. Same with Lennox. He was like, okay. The jury was out, but the jury has made a decision. Guilty of killing it. Am I right? Joe Kuntz, right away, when he walked by me, he said, "Hey, Blondie," but he said it with a smile. He said, "Hey, Blondie." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, boy."
But then he later revised it, and he said it's more strawberry blonde.
Mm-hmm. He's right.
Like, yeah. And then he said, "My brother's strawberry blonde." And I was like, "Oh, really, Joe? Well, it's fascinating stuff." And he said, "Yeah, but don't ever call him strawberry blonde to his face." And I said, "Okay, I won't." And I wanted to delve further. I wanted to probe. But on the other hand, I didn't. I don't know what could happen. What could become of me from calling his brother strawberry blonde. And then finally, my boss, Bubba. Yes, that's his real nickname. So Bubba comes in Monday morning. Zero reaction. And he just starts in on, okay, so this is going on today on business affairs matters. And so we were all kind of like, what? Like
the blonde elephant in the room was like,
yes.
Hello.
Yes. And so Matt Setchel goes, so Bubba gets through his deal, like, this is happening and we're doing this and think about this and don't forget about this. And then he gets through his pep rally, as I like to call it. And then Matt Setchel said, "Hey, Bubba, aren't you going to say anything about Vince's hair?" And so Bubba looks at me dead in the face, dead in the eyes, and he's about 4 feet away from me. And he goes, "What?" And I was like, oh my God, dude.
Come on.
I've known Bubba for 2+ years. And I was like, "What do you mean? What?" And I said, my hair is different. I dyed my hair. It's blonde.
It's radically different.
I used to be a brunette. I used to be Maria Menounos, and now I'm Charlize Theron. Okay. And he kind of takes it all in and looks at me, and he goes, "Oh." And he said, "Well, I don't look at the outside. I look at your inside, and I look at your soul." And I thought, okay, no.
Not buying it. No.
Yeah,
no.
It hurt my feelings.
That's really unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, recently you did a whole. We bought our spice cabinet, whatever, and our medicine cabinet. You did a reorg, like we bought shelves.
Oh yeah.
We did a whole remodel of both, and it's super organized now, super easy to see. Before you used to, what spice is this, and what spice, and 16 spices later, you're like, oh, here's the freaking Lawry's. Yeah. But recently, I bought these space-saving shelving cabinet
little
things.
Shelves that you put in your cupboards, and so they're like steps, like a choir standing on a steps.
Yeah.
So spices go on one, and then in a different cupboard we have our medicines and vitamins on a different step ladder drawer thingy.
And when you were done putting it together, you organized it. I looked at it. I was like, wow.
I know. You and I were blown away.
Yeah.
We were thrilled.
Yeah.
Hard eyes, both of us.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
But Lennox, like, we showed it to him, and he was like, what? Like, he didn't even notice.
Like, what? It's different?
It's different. No, it's not different. It was not different before. It's like, yeah. I guess there's just some people who go through life and take 1 second to absorb what's going on.
Yeah.
And just not really notice things.
I can excuse Lennox not noticing our new shelving.
He's 10, and yeah.
Your boss, who looks at you 5 days a week
yes.
for the past 2 years.
Yes.
Not noticing you going from black hair to blonde.
Yeah.
What is going on? What's going on in his brain?
I think he's on Lennox's mental level or whatever. Just kind of not really going through the motions, but just not soaking it all in. But yeah, it's been a huge difference. When I look in the mirror, I don't see Vince Nicholas. I see Nicole Kidman or Margot Robbie.
Same. When I look over at you in bed.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, we've done the boom boom, honey.
What?
And is it like being with Marilyn Monroe? What's it feel like to be Joe DiMaggio?
I feel like I'm cheating on my husband.
Yes.
Like, who is this person?
Yeah.
But I just go with it.
Yeah.
It's been a wild ride.
I need a mirror because oftentimes I find, like, right now I'm going through life and whatever, but when I look in the mirror to wash my hands, to shave, to go to the bathroom, whatever, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm blonde. So maybe like I need a mirror during our.
I'll just hold a mirror.
Oh.
In front of me.
No, to the side, because
okay.
I like to look at you, honey.
So you can see me and you while we're going at it.
I'll be like, wow. She's pretty, and he looks like he's in pain. But in the end, I think of a meme. Okay, it's really just a couple words on the internet, which is all memes are. Memes are just observations, honey. They're jokes. Why is everything a meme? But an astute observation on the internet goes something like this. Once you realize it doesn't have to be your birthday for you to buy a cake, then the second half of your life begins. And I think that applies to me. Like, this is the second half of my life. I'm a new girl.
Yeah.
This is my glow up. I'm sparkling. And I want to dye my hair forever. Right now, my roots, it's been a week. My roots are beginning to show. And I want to dye. I'm spiraling. #spiraling.
I cut your hair this morning and I was like, oh, it looks kind of weird because your roots are growing in.
Yeah.
It looks better than before your haircut.
Yeah.
Because I got the sides all completely shaved.
Yeah, skin.
But you can still see the roots. But you remind me of like a divorced woman in her 30s. Like, you're being reborn.
Yeah.
The future is bright. You're finally like coming into your own new self.
I got that Kate Gosselin hairstyle or whatever.
Yes, queen.
Yeah. It's a huge deal. I highly suggest it to everyone to just try it.
All you men out there, bleach your hair.
Yeah. And I want to do this. I'm not sure. I don't want to do it once a month.
Well, on the other hand, you said today, the bleach has ruined my hair.
Yeah. I think, like, especially women can relate to that, right? You bleach your hair and it's hard as heck to get a comb through there.
The texture changes.
Yeah.
But, like, a lot of women dye their hair or get highlights. Mm-hmm. But bleach is, like, the most harsh thing you can do.
Yeah.
And that's what we've done to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bleaching is really tough on your hair. So if we do it, like, once a month, I don't know. Although, maybe you'll just go bald earlier, and then who cares?
Yeah. I think once every few months, like, I want to see, like, what the frosted tips looks like.
Yeah, like, right now it looks weird because there's, like, a centimeter of black around the edge of your hair.
Yeah.
But as it grows, and then you just have the blonde tips, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
You'll be like a guy from LFO.
Yeah. And I'll look like a guy who like has aluminum foil on the tips of their hair for 3 hours. Does Hazy do the aluminum foil for you?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
But on my whole head.
Ah, that's right. And that's a whole deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is I'm here for it. I love my hair. I love my look.
The world loves your hair.
Thank you. Except for Bubba.
Except for Bubba and the girls at the old ladies at GOBN.
Oh yeah.
Grocery outlet.
Yeah. You know what? And then one lady, another crazy old lady, she was like very effusive in praise. And I noticed most people don't say anything. Won't say anything or don't notice, like Bubba. But this lady, crazy old lady who I'll tell you about later, I don't want to name her. I don't want to expose her.
Put her on blast.
I don't want to dock her, okay? Dox her. Okay, I'm not going to QAnon or 4chan. Okay, it's dox, not dock, honey. But she was like, oh, I love your hair. Actually, there have been 2 people who just went out of their way to say, I love your hair. Oh, your new hair, blah, blah, blah.
Like you saw them in person?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And it's a world of difference than someone not noticing. Like, so, and people notice because I've been seeing these people for 2+ years.
Yeah.
So they notice, but they don't say anything. So I would say, I would plead with people, when people make a different change, like vocalize it. Say, I like it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, what a change. Oh,
I always do this with my coworkers.
Yeah.
If they make a change. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you changed your hair.
Although, see, with women, I'm a man. I'm a real man, honey. I was watching football earlier.
Hey, baby. I know you've been hurt before.
But I was watching football earlier. But with women, and to be frank, like the whole Me Too thing. And,
God.
And not Kevin Kline. He was the nice actor from Fish Called Wanda.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey and Harvey Weinstein. You don't want to go out of your way as a man. You don't want to sexually like, oh, you're killing it with them new bangs, girl.
Okay, stop it.
Okay.
You can compliment a girl's hair, like especially like if it's a new change.
Yeah.
You can be like, "Hey, looks great."
Yeah.
That's not in any league with Kevin Spacey or Harvey Weinstein. Okay.
Okay.
No one's gonna complain about you saying like, "Hey, looks cool, looks great."
But the tone,
Fun.
the tone, the tenor, the
Okay, well, don't be creepy. Be enthusiastic, but not creepy.
But I've found myself like if I see a girl wearing a nice shirt, nice shoes, which I've looked at women wearing shoes, and then I've been like, that sparks an idea, and then I bought you. Like the Vans with the little flowers on it.
You have bought me gifts based on what you've seen other women wearing.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, that's super cute. But I go out of my way to not just be, like you said, creepy or just over complimentary. And this is Harvey Weinstein's fault.
Yeah, well, listen, you could be like, hey, cool shoes. Or then you could be like,
that's what I do.
Then you could be like, ooh, nice shoes, girl.
Yeah, how about those
Do you see
socks?
the difference? Okay.
Yes. How about them feet? Are you on OnlyFans? So
Oh gosh.
Lennox Albert.
Where is he?
Darling son. He's currently at Southport Gateway Park.
I can't believe he's still at that park. He's been there for an hour?
Yes. There's a saying, life comes at you fast. And I think this applies directly to Lennox. So Lennox, would you deem him an introvert?
Yes.
Or before this week?
Yeah, he's always, and he's self-proclaimed been a homebody, an introvert, antisocial.
Yeah.
He's always said, I don't like people. I hate people. I don't
Right.
want to go out. I don't want to leave our house.
Yeah,
I don't want to go outside.
Let's go to the pool. Are there people there? Well,
I hate people.
yeah. But
And I've said to him, like, I've tried to encourage him, like, do you want to go to a friend's house? Do you want to have a friend over? No. Why would I want to do that?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
And outside of his cousin
Eli,
who's been over a few times, he's largely just he likes being at home. Being at home / Minecraft / Roblox / YouTube /
well, he needs his electronics.
TikTok.
But yes.
But like literally within the past week, he's been like, my friends are going to the park. My friends are going to Target. Can I go to the park? Can I go to Target? Can I go to Lincoln's house? Can we go to Dominic's house? Can we go to this? And it's been just a tidal wave within the past week.
Yeah, past few weeks.
Yeah.
It's kind of been since the school year started.
Yeah.
It's really gained traction.
And I would say it's come out of nowhere.
It has. Like, it's been very sudden.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's this new group of friends in his classroom who he has this year.
Yeah.
And he's getting invited places, or
Yeah.
they live close nearby, so they're like instigating outings.
Yeah.
But suddenly every day, he wants to go somewhere.
Yeah.
He wants to walk somewhere. We're going to go here. We're going to go there.
And right now so the day started like any other day. It is the weekend. It's a Sunday. But he was like, I want to go to the park. And at first he was like, I want to go by myself. But then you went with him for a few minutes. And then magically his friend showed up. We don't know how it comes together. Well, that's something we knew. We noticed, like, okay, what's your plan? Okay, this is the plan. And then 6 minutes later, it turns into plan B. And then plan B morphs into plan C-A. And it's hard to keep a hold on, keep a track.
It's ever evolving.
Yeah.
So just when I feel like I'm okay with the circumstances.
Right.
Then he changes it up.
Yeah.
He throws me a curveball. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm not so sure about this next move you guys are doing.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna walk here. We're gonna go to this friend's house, and it's like, well, we passed this bill, but now you're amending the Constitution, and it has these statutes, and it's fun. It keeps us on our toes.
yes.
And currently, well, today so his plan was to go to the park that's a couple hundred steps from our front door, by himself. Then that morphed into you. Then his friend showed up. Now they're at a park mile-ish away. But they walked over there, and they might go to a friend's house nearby there. But it's a whole like rigmarole. It's hard to take. I've been more open to it because I'm like, well, he's being a kid. But you've been more restrictive. Or just
Yeah. It's
paranoid.
It's so chaotic.
Yeah.
I just want them to go one place and stay there all
Right.
afternoon.
Right.
But it's like, we're going here and there and there and there.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just throws me for a loop every time the plans change.
Yeah, and the friends changed. Like tall Johnny, yes, he has 3 Johnnies in his life.
Short Johnny.
Short Johnny,
Medium?
mid Johnny,
Middle Johnny? And tall Johnny.
tall Johnny. So he has 3 Johnnies in his life, and he labeled them by height. Heightest? Is that heightest? But yeah, so he'll be with mid Johnny, and then he'll be like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with tall Johnny, and then we're like, well, what about mid Johnny? And mid Johnny's doesn't want to hang out with tall Johnny. It's like a whole thing, and we're trying to manage it.
Yes.
Like this is like the war room, our dining table, our home. And we're like we got it's like a Tom Clancy movie, and we have like satellite. We have him on real time Google Maps right now.
We have the laptop open.
Yeah.
We're monitoring his every move.
What are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you with? What's happening? But in the end, I'm like, he needs, this is fine. And we moved 2 years ago, and the previous neighborhood we lived in not so great. This better, so I feel more. Previous neighborhood, I was not cool with him wandering.
No way.
And he didn't.
No, well, they were also super young.
Yeah.
They were 10 and 7 or something.
Yeah, Luna and Lennox.
At the time that we moved.
Yeah.
Something like that. So they were really little.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have let them go anywhere anyway.
Yeah, but 10-year-old Lennox wandering.
Oh no, definitely not. Even Luna.
Yeah.
At our old place. Currently, I would not have let them wander.
Right.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, there's homeless Jesus. There's really hungry guy. There's a few currently, temporarily, through no fault of their own, experiencing homelessness, transients. But by and large, I think it's fine.
They're like upscale homeless guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they're high end. They have a van.
We trust them. They have a bike.
They have a van. They have a bike. They have signs. And you give a makeover to a really hungry guy. I mean, you're talking Michael J. Fox in 1985. But, well, I'm just, he needs to be out there, and it's perfectly normal and acceptable, and the neighborhood is good. Good.
He's fine.
Yeah.
We were at the park earlier.
Yeah.
Before his friends showed up, and he was climbing, like sitting on top of the slide, and then he was trying to finagle his cell phone out of his pocket and taking selfies of himself. I was like, "You are driving me crazy." I thought he was gonna fall. I was freaking out, and he's like, "Mom, I'm fine.
We out here."
So I know I'm paranoid. I'm overly worried about everything.
Yeah.
Like his safety in general. I guess I need to chill.
Yeah. This is normal, and I used to be young, honey. I'm 28 now, but I used to be 10.
Can you remember that 20 years ago?
18-ish, yes. But you deal with things, and you come upon situations, and you find yourself in situations, and where you need to either assert yourself or lay back or just deal with harried, harried, issues, and that's life. That you can't protect Lennox forever is what I'm trying to say, darling.
Yeah. You know, and I keep thinking to myself, like, I was so capable and independent and mature as a young person. Yeah. I really was, like, at Lennox's age, at Luna's age.
Yeah.
I could handle myself. I could navigate the neighborhood. I felt like I was really capable.
Yeah.
And I wasn't worried. I was very independent. And yet, I'm so worried about them. But I think maybe I got that way by experience, obviously. I didn't just emerge from the womb experienced and capable and independent.
Yeah.
So I guess I have to give that to them. Because that's how you learn. That's how you know things.
Yeah.
You make mistakes, and it's trial by error.
We're setting the building blocks for when he's 18 and hopefully moves out. But I think... Yeah, this is natural, and it's also natural to want to nest and protect him from everything.
It is.
But I think he's fine, and you find your way. And when I was a young man, we would ride our bikes everywhere and get into shenanigans and hijinks, and growing up into some questionable situations, but... You emerge. You hope that you hope that you sowed their morals and values to make a right judgment.
Yeah, like okay, this is jogging memory.
Yeah,
I was at a friend's house in my neighborhood when I was Lennox's age.
Yeah,
and she and I were riding our bikes like around the block or around the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And I remember this car we noticed this guy in a car.
Was it Kevin Spacey?
Started to follow us. Mm-hmm. And we went around a couple times, and we'd see him. There he comes. He's coming again. Yeah. So obviously who's following us.
Yeah.
So we finally went back to her house, and we just stayed inside for a while.
Yeah.
But you have to experience that.
Yeah.
You have to get your spidey senses to tingle.
Exactly.
You have to see someone creepy and weird and learn. You have to be exposed to that.
The world is not all puppy dogs and ice cream, and you will face situations and then how you conduct yourself. That's where we come in, and how we have hopefully raised them right, or as best as we can. And so that at 18, Lennox moves out with Frankie so we can get a new cat. No, Luna's going to move out first and hopefully take Frankie. But yeah, that's what's happening. And he's currently, let me check the real time.
Where is he?
Lennox Albert. Zoom, enhance. It's like a Tom Clancy novel movie. Zoom, enhance, rotate. Zoom, enhance, rotate.
That Tom Cruise movie.
Yes.
No.
Minority Report.
Minority Report.
Minority Report.
Yeah.
He's at Southport Gateway Park.
He's still there. Wow. Unless he dropped his phone, and his phone is sitting in the bark.
Oh, darling.
And now he's who knows where.
Oh, darling. I'm sure he's fine. When I was a kid, we would go to parks. We would go to friends' works. We would go to friends' houses. And just shopping centers where there was a lot to do or not do because we had very little money. And there was a warehouse. Let's browse CDs.
It's
for
fine.
45 minutes. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. And he'll make his way. Does he have a plan to come back? Or are we going to...
I don't know.
He claims he can walk home. And this is a mile. Maybe. He claims he can walk home, but we have him on the Google Maps. So if we need to find him, we can find him.
We can call him, you're making a wrong turn.
What are you doing over by Lighthouse Bar and Grill?
Turn around, head east.
Yeah. But I think he can find his way home, and if he can't, we'll find him. And if we don't, it'll be fine.
Oh, really?
He's gonna be on.
If we don't, it'll be fine.
He's gonna be on the side of a milk carton.
Honey, oh my God.
No, from the park, walk south to the school, and then the school, he's got it. I think he's got it.
He'll be fine.
You know what? Him dealing with adversity, we're dealing with adversity too.
Okay, what about our pain and suffering? Huh?
I think it'll be fine, honey. I think it'll be fine. And this is what builds grit.
I know. And I want them to build grit, obviously.
Yes.
Because I know I did.
Yes.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah.
But I guess now I just understand what my parents were going through, allowing me to go out in the world and build that grit.
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
But
we all have to do it.
Right.
I know.
Right. Let's let go. And well, Lennox is out and about. Luna's out and about. And basically they go to a park or a shopping center, which again, less than 2 miles away. But they'll find their way, and if they need us, they got us. But this is all part of growing up. This is all part of letting go, darling.
Okay, darling.
Letting go. Alrighty. Are we done, honey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go eat some dip and chip.
Ooh. We got cranberry and jalapeno.
Cranberry jalapeno dip.
Jalapeno dip from Target, which we bought because Megan Rage on the What the Chuck podcast recommended, highly recommended. And it's a dip, and it costs nearly $6 at Target.
It's super tiny.
But when your favorite podcaster / Instagram influencer / whatever, when you're looking for a thrill, anyone suggesting anything, that's...
I wonder if anyone's ever eaten anything based on what we've talked about.
Yes. Well, Liz Fisher wants to come on.
Oh,
she wants to go out to eat with us?
She wants to eat with us.
Yeah.
She's reluctant to pod with us.
Same.
Hey.
We'll figure it out. Well, we're gonna... Our plan is to go to Midway with her, and then you, me, and her will review it. And
we'll bully her into being on the pod.
I said, Liz, are you ready to go into excruciating minutia and detail about the food and the experience in the restaurant? Because that's what podcasts are.
That's what we do.
Well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. I have to urinate.
I do too.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate or don't.
Okay,
do
bye.
whatever you want.
Bye.
Okay.